Well, big news on the pod today, guys. So we've put the email out to the scaffolding company to come and take it down. It is so inside the plastering starts next week. The electrics will go in next week, and then we're nearly there, and it'll be used in September. And the roof is just looking a gorgeous colour now. It's like white, red, and it keeps changing. It's incredible.
Well, hello, children. My name is Tom, and I work for a company called Langley Waterproofing. Now, we've actually been working on some of your roofs at the school, and I wanted to talk to you about a little bit about the different types of roofs, because you're probably thinking that you've seen different ones. Now, we look at something called flat roofs, and on this building here, you can see that roof's flat, and it looks a bit different to roofs that look like this. Now, does anyone know what the main thing that a roof does? Okay.
Go on, Dexter.
It protects you from all the elements.
And this is a picture of your roof, believe it or not, cut into sections. So every one of these flat roofs is made up of this. And on the top, we have these layers here. We call this the waterproofing. And this actually keeps all the weather out, like we were just talking about. So this is a picture of your old roof, what it looked like when we first went on to there. And this is a picture of your new roof when we'd finished with it. But we can't just leave it forever, because what might happen is you see all these trees in the background, they're going to blow leaves onto the roof, and the leaves are actually going to run towards what we call the outlets. They're special holes in the roof where water runs through. So we have to make sure that every year someone needs to get up there and clear those leaves out. And we have to make sure that there's no plants or anything growing on, because this roof is a bit different to your pod roof. So we don't want plants growing on this one, because they might put a hole in the roof, a bit like a puncture on your bike. And if we get a puncture, then the water will come through, and then we've got big problems. So the other roof we did at your school is your pod roof. It's got all the same layers, it's got all the same insulation to keep it nice and snug and waterproof, but there is one big difference on it. Can anyone tell me what that big difference is? You're very good at this, Dexter.
Mr. Bradburn, you answer this one.
Are we we're doing like grass on it, so there's like grass growing on the roof?
Absolutely. So this one is green. So I have got Steve here, and Steve is from a company that we work with called Eco Green Roofs. And Steve is an expert on green roofs, so he is going to talk to you a little bit about what they are.
Hello, everyone. Green roofs are basically any roof that has plants on them. And this is a very special type of green roof. It's a sedum roof. These are sedums, and they are succulents. They're from the succulent family. They're like mini cactuses, and they'll change throughout the year. They're probably flowering at the moment. Yellows, whites, pinks. Yeah. They look very attractive this time of year. And at this time of year, you get all the bees and all the insects are attracted to them. They're pollinators, which makes for a lovely environment on the roof. And we'll have a look at the benefits in this short film.
Can everyone see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. They've all got green roofs. Stop flooding. Pretty. Bumblebee. Oh! Look at it.
In somewhere like a city of London, if we had something like 2/3 of the flat roofs all greened, then it would actually cool down the city.
All nice buildings, but those big concrete spaces and all those roads and pavements that we build, they're not very good for the planet because they don't soak up all the water and they don't create oxygen like, you know, plants do. So what's really important for the future is that we make sure that we put as many of these green roofs on these big buildings, and I'm sure you saw a lot of big ginormous buildings on that video, and the more of those roofs that we can put onto buildings, the better it's going to be for the planet, and the better it will be for you and when you grow up.
Exactly.
Now, I just really wanted to talk to you a little bit about construction. So we all work in construction, and we're actually the companies that make all of these materials, and we design all the different types of roofs. But there are lots and lots of jobs in construction. In construction, we've got the people that make the materials, and we've got the people that lay the materials, the builders. And then we've got all sorts of people in between, like architects, and they do some of the designs for it, and building surveyors, and there are lots of different jobs. So when you think about construction, don't just think that it's a building site. There are lots of things, lots of other things to do in that can be really fun and exciting. But if you ever did want to get into construction, there are lots and lots of different jobs, and you'd be very, very welcome.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely wonderful. Right,
Great.
children, what do you say?
Thank you.